Hear me out, hear me out. I've been having like problems, so don't worry, I'm doing fine now. Anyway, onto the list. Number one has gotta be the Simpsons guy. Now hear me out. The Simpsons guy with the Simpsons and Family Guy crossover was really cool. But however, they should have made it like 1 hour long or a trilogy. Why would they actually rushed an episode? Two most popular families of all time, and then made it into one big mess. Like, for example, if you want to make a 1 hour long episode, they should make like each character go for each settings and stuff like that. Let them explore the characters with other characters, like Bart and Stewie, like two dickwids, like go around, be villains, blah blah blah. Like, you know how Stewie, he comes like a little bitch to his dad, or whatever the kids say, ha ha. However, like Bart said, no, Stewie, this is not how it works, I don't like it. And then Stewie was like, bitch, you can't do that, don't let them bully you. And then Bart said, nah, I don't like the way you do it, let's fight. And then Stewie and Bart start fighting. Meanwhile, Marge and Lois didn't have any screen time. So instead of that, they just talk about like lady stuff, that's it. I know they lame as fuck, but at least they need some character pop. Anyway, with Chris and Brian finding Santa's little helper, the dog. The dog should actually go around cold hog, and then everybody like, what is this strange looking dog? And then Brian's gonna be like, oh, I can't find the dog. Oh, we must go to cold hog. That's the only place. I don't know why, but let's go. And about Meg and Lisa, I know they kind of explore each other, what they like. I don't know about anything. That also is really not in my worth of charm. But anyway, with Lisa and Meg, they should explore more, like what they like to do, but like they should have rushed it off. They should have been more talent what Lisa did. I know she's a talented character, so is Meg. I don't know. And Meg's a weirdo. Anyway, Peter or Homer, they should explore more. I wish like the fight scenes is actually perfect the way it is, but they do not need like have 5 or 7 minutes of them cleaning cars. The fuck, we are not watching hentai, my god. Simpsons guy, it should be a trilogy or a 1 hour long special. They didn't need to have like Fox Animation be like, we gotta rush this up. I'm like, no, what the hell is this? Next is Seashore Shell Party, whatever it is, with like Brian get hot for some reason. Okay, instead of having like relatable content, why not just have the family just tell each other stories like always do every time they have a blackout? Or how like them going acid trip like Brian does, or play board games, or do anything imaginable, even play hide and go seek. Not have Meg bitching on 18 minutes, or her bitching on like her family problems and stuff. Like, we come here to watch family just to laugh, not to look up relatable family stuff like we deal with every day. But they need to bring up more high ass episode where they all become drugs and stuff, like moral lesson of the day, don't do drugs, or else if you'll be like high as hell, like you ain't the views, my guy. I like trippy episodes where they play around in animation and colors. That's actually the coolest part. I'd rather just watch those kinds of episodes than just taking drugs. On to the next one. Is called, I really like call this Stewie is pregnant. Like, who the fuck wants to watch a baby get pregnant? I know, I don't want to go to jail. Anyway, this episode is about Stewie getting pregnant. Instead of Brian fucking Stewie, you got Stewie using his machine to make himself pregnant with Brian's DNA. And I have no idea who the heck wrote this, but why the hell did they wrote something like this? Like, are they running out of ideas or something? For my idea how to take it, instead of just them making pregnant and having some monsters looking ass babies, why not just have Brian and Stewie found a baby animal, and then like they raised it like real parents. There's like an episode where like Brian and Stewie raised Meg and Chris for some reason. Okay, stop. And then they raised the baby like Ice Age kind of style. Then they nurture it. They take care of the baby. They see their mommy. Also go, gotta babysit the babies kind of stuff. I hope they make something like this more often, with like explore more on Brian and Stewie character, not have them ship. Like, who the hell wants to ship a baby and a dog? That is so fucking nasty. Story of Brenda Q. Alright, this has gotta be a big change. Instead of having the ending of the dude that looked like Contra, you ain't Arnold Schwarzenegger, my guy. Anyway, the dude, I don't know what his name was, I saw him Contra guy. Have the Contra guy, instead of having him dead at the end, have him dead at the beginning, where when Quagmire was about to be like about to die, Brenda brought his boyfriend and her, and then when Quagmire saw her boyfriend, he goes, instead of him like dying, he just woke up, be healthy as hell, turn Super Saiyan, and beat the living shit out of this guy. And then all of a sudden, Brenda starts crying. It's like, wait, why'd you kill him, Quagmire? And Quagmire said, your boyfriend's a bitch, go find someone else. And she was like, oh, okay then. And then she took a long time finding a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever. And then she found another relationship who has similar problems of abuse, all that kind of stuff. And then they talk about like their stories, and then they became like friends, and then get married. I mean, I don't want to see her getting abused for 18 minutes. Instead of her being defended, she shouldn't have beat his ass up. Like, either for abusive problems, you gotta either have A, break up, or B, call corporate. Okay. Yeah, the idea with like new relationship, you gotta change. You can't have like an abusive ass boyfriend for the rest of your life. Moving on. Next you got is Trump God. Who in the right mind made an episode of Donald Trump? I know Donald Trump is like really infamous during the time of 2016 or something. Yeah, 2016. But god damn, did they really have like an episode about him? Why the heck he looks like a fucked up orange? Stop. For some reason, Peter came working for Donald Trump, and then they start fighting. Like, what the hell is this episode? How about, I don't have any idea for this one. How about this? Erase this episode, and that's about it. Next one we got is Little Peter. There's a real name of it. I should call it Little Peter. Like, what is that? That it looks like a potato. Ew, get away from me. I need my spray right now. Shh. That is so nasty stuff. Okay. I mean, it looks cute when I first saw it. Now it's just looking like, what is that? That is disgusting. When I first saw like Peter had a giant ball, I was scared as hell. Now I realize that this episode is like one of those I'm running out of ideas episodes. How can I make it a good idea to keep it as like, you know, make it a good episode? Like, take his little friend with him and then toss it out of the ocean. That's about it. Toss it out, kill it, turn Super Saiyan, kill that bitch. There's no way you need a Italian wannabe right here. Alright, moving on to Turban Cowboy. Alright, before we get to the Muslim one, we gotta talk about the Boston Massacre. First of all, instead of Peter driving to the race, killing everybody, he just have a comment saying, alright, remember the time I was Superman in the Boston Marathon. And then he wins. He flies on top of them and wins. No killing, just one funny getaway. And then about the Muslim one, okay, I have no clue how to make this up. I know they went too extreme with this, but would be a better idea if they actually go back in time to stop South Park. Why? I think about this episode, I think about like Muhammad in South Park. And then like, that should be a real episode. And then all of a sudden, Comedy Central come out of nowhere and start beating up Peter and arresting him. And his family comes along, and somehow, Brian Lewis, everybody calls South Park. South Park said no. Peter is still in the Comedy Central jail. All of a sudden, Trey Parker come out of nowhere. And then more comedy. I know it's not funny, but I don't even know how to make up a good idea for this episode. It's like South Park rules, baby. Fuck man, we got South Park rule. Give it up. Alright. Next one we got is You Can't Handle Booth. I like how they going with like this behind the scenes for Family Guy, but however, there's a part where Peter and Lois fight. Who the hell wants to have a verbal argument between Peter and Lois? They have this every season, and we don't want to hear two motherfuckers fighting for no real reason. Also, like, I don't know if Family Guy is like, there are a lot of theories saying Family Guy is a fake show and it's someone's imagination. I feel like it's just an imagination. That's about it. I know this show is just loves to break the fourth wall and stuff. Put that thinking it's just really funny. They have no idea how to make a good joke or calories. They just said, okay, let's break the fourth wall because it's really funny. And also, like, yeah, one is, how about they just like play around with animation art style, keep going with parodies and stuff. I mean, there's no reason to have an episode with behind the scene and just argue. I feel like this episode doesn't need to be here. That's about it. Moving on to the herpes episode. Why in the world would you make an episode about herpes? Instead of just Brian, like, not telling Stewie that he has herpes, he should have told him the first time and Stewie be like, heck no, I'm not doing that. And then that's the end. Also, like, this is like one of those I'm running out of ideas episodes. Moving on. Number one has gotta be Brian is dead. The episode where everybody be like, no, Brian is dead. How about a better idea? Stewie dodged Brian from the car. That's about it. But then he has a dream where Brian is dead. And then Stewie's like, no, I can't do that. Brian is dead. But however, he gets replaced with Vinny. And then Stewie's like, no, I can't have that. He woke up, he sees Brian alive. He cries, where, Brian, don't die. And Brian's like, don't worry, pal, I got you. And then, you know, in the future of the season, Brian be like, aha, I found a woman. Women, no. Peter went from becoming some genetic male who thinks he's funny to a straight up douchebag. Lois went from like a nagging wife to a psychopath. Chris went from becoming a genetic teenager to dumb. Meg went from like becoming a typical teenager to a punching bag. Brian went from becoming the smartest character in the series to the dumbest characters in the series. And Stewie went from becoming an evil baby, genius baby, to a flamboyant, gay, dumb baby. Alright, I'm done with this video. I haven't been making videos for a really long time before YouTube shut down my channel. It's different. I'm kind of a bit sick, stomach problems. I'm doing fine by the way.